I wanted to talk next here about wheat specials. I called it the wheat dilemma. And the reason I call it the wheat dilemma is that by the time you listen to this, I don't know where we'll be harvest wise, but we had this little window of opportunity to grab these little premiums, grab these little specials, and try to, move some wheat off combine here. And I don't like just doing a naked, doing a basis and being completely exposed on futures. I know you look at the wheat futures and you say, well, Ryan, they're essentially not doing anything like they should bottom here, or they look like they're bottoming. Like, it's not a time to be scared of wheat futures, but I still am scared of wheat futures. As of recording let's do December at 590 off Minneapolis. We've been between $6 and 585 for the last almost 3 weeks. Slow grind. Within that, we had a couple of basis improvements, but a very slow grind here on wheat. You want to go back to a full month ago, a full 5 weeks ago. Now that market's a 620 to 585, right? Snail's pace, brutal. And so I understand how you'd sit here and say, well, don't worry about it. You talk about the harvest rally, Ryan. Like the harvest rally last year started, oh man, when was it? Late August, rallied early September here. We gained 50 cents a bushel. Hey, yeah, sure. I'd like to be optimistic on that. But what I'm hearing a lot of is farms just taking a basis, delivering that wheat in, or considering paying some storage. And it's just a tough look. And this is a good example too. But it just means that competitive nature in price improvement, it doesn't need to happen because they have the wheat, right? Not saying that's going to rally futures a bunch either, but it can a little bit. But here's a really interesting one. So I talked to my buddy at All Bushel Consulting. We had coffee this morning. We're recording Wednesday, August 20th. And she has a client that hit it out of the park, did a futures first wheat contract, locked in futures currency, did it a long time ago, sitting on a phenomenal opportunity here. The location where this is going to get delivered is offering bring me your wheat, free storage till the end of October, and then 5 cents a month storage fee after that, priced by the end of June. So if farms take advantage of that offer, they look at that offer and say, that works for me, then All Bushel's client, that basis doesn't have to improve to buy any additional wheat because they're offering this storage type of program. Farmers deliver, they fill up. They don't have to make that basis any better. Where this farm, this could be a home run swing because futures are down. You need to hit a magic number as a grain buyer. Basis improves usually in that scenario. And he's sitting there saying, I got my futures locked in way higher than they are today. And so, I don't know if anyone's going to feel bad for the guy. Probably not. But it's just a really good example of how, these storage programs, how deliver now, roll it all the way to March. Don't worry about it. Like, it's a little bit of games. And, the wheat market, in my opinion, still needs to go score a low here this fall. And it's going to be determined by the bushels and what you guys do with them. But I think those bushels, the count is so early to tell. But right now, my count would be a little higher than expected, not lower. We'll see. It's way too early to call it. That's where I'm at. So it's a wheat dilemma because just be cautious. Again, I like getting some floors secured. And I'm going to talk about it here a little bit in eating your veggies in a moment. Now, the other thing here, I'm going to say this to you guys, because I know that it's just all farmers listening to this part. So if you're a grain buyer, you need to hit the forward button here. But if you're a merchant, I would encourage you to send me an email, ryan@whatthefuturespodcast.ca. Let me know how far off base I am and call me crazy because it would make me feel better. And come on the show and let's talk about the demand for Canadian product out there, because this is going to sound crazy, but I am a little bit concerned about the action that I'm seeing here for movement. I don't like the P thing. I understand maybe the most because I've been bearish P's for like many for a long time here, and I didn't think we'd see anything magical for P's, but I was hoping to see a bit more pull, from the elevators, a bit more pull to the coast. I know farmers didn't do a lot of selling, so maybe merchants also said, "Hey, we're not going to move a lot." But I have this little concern. All right, there's just this little concern that we're gonna harvest just a slightly bigger crop than we thought, just slightly bigger, but that we're gonna get a little bit jammed up here. We're gonna get a little bit jammed up going into the early part of winter. I hope that's wrong. I hope the merchants are laughing in their chairs right now, saying this guy's completely off base. We got so much business booked, but something just seems a bit off right now, and I hope that I'm completely wrong. But I will be watching and trying to figure out. Hopefully, we can go back to the episode from August 22nd and say, man, that guy was he's off his rocker because we were moving a pile of crop out of this country, and demand is phenomenal. All right. Okay. Other things in crop markets, canola trend lower. I was, cautiously optimistic last week, but now I just need to comment that I didn't see enough action here to turn bullish. I often get a little excited about a little canola rally into the September long weekend, but I'm just not quite there. The chart setup to me is not great, and that's okay. We will go and score our harvest low here. But the reason I brought it up today is that I've said it before on the show, but your canola marketing for a farm as you travel north in the prairies, you can't screw that one up, right? And so, if you're looking at yield estimates or guesses, and you're looking at price, and there's profit there, and there's enough profit to take over some of your losses in your wheat crop or your barley crop, just don't mess around too much. Protect that whole farm margin and be proactive. Be proactive on the canola. Don't leave it to chance. Oil World raising their estimates for our production here this week. Again, who knows? I know the Berthas were trying to take us down a peg on the farm here this week, and I know for many of you as well. So we're out spraying, but I just think the trend here, we're going to go score a low. You may want to get a little bit more proactive, though. Just that's the one you don't mess that one up. All right, it's got to pay the bills, and you might not like $14 canola, but if it's 14 times 50 or 55, and that number is big enough to offset a loss in another crop, I just think about it. All right. Okay. Last one here for crop markets, peas, yellow peas, and greens too off a cliff. Jesus, Murphy, the green peas, guys, come on. We got bleaching issues out there. We got some, mold issues or something too on green peas. Green peas are ugly. I'm talking my position. We got green peas that we're harvesting right now. So anyway, peas off a cliff. What the futures has your back though. All right. We've got your back at the show because we told you to be aggressive in yellow peas. I'm pretty sure we said it a couple of times. I hope we said it. I should have went back and listened. But down like $1.20 a bushel in some areas, down 75 cents in a bunch of areas. But we're going to try to keep you informed as best we can, try to help you market. And I just want to say we got your back. So I hope we helped in that situation, and I hope you took advantage. All right. Okay. Now, other than that, for marketing, I try not to get too worked up this time of year.